Alright everyone, now it's time for a special video. Of course, third video on YouTube means that it's non-political. I am now on Gettr. Yes, I have decided to branch out onto that platform. Link in the description. I'll also pin a comment down below if you're on YouTube. You can follow it from there. I decided to get on Gettr partially because there is a mass exodus of people there. What I think, though, just as a content creator, is my only job is to create content. The more sites I can collate it out to, even if it's only part of my audience that's actively using the site, like there are some people in my audience that use Twitter regularly. A lot of them don't have Twitter accounts. Some of them do, though, use Gab. Some of them use Parler. Some of them use Gettr. My responsibility is just to get the word out that my material exists because YouTube and similar sites often don't notify people. Also, Gettr has Rogan jumping aboard, Marjorie Taylor Greene, etc. It has skyrocketed in the last 48 hours with growth. This happens every time there's an instance of significant purging of censorship on a mainline platform. This is why Gab has grown. This is why Parler has grown. This is why BitChute and Odyssey and Rumble and so forth. This is why Truth Social will exist. Because the mainline tech platforms, the legacy tech, are losing by attacking themselves. Now, one thing I would like to point out, again, you should join me on Gettr, is that the follower total there is technically misleading. When you have an account like I did, they held my account for me, Stick666 official, because I'm a larger user. When you import the user list, it will show that many followers. So even though that many people haven't actually joined on the page yet, it'll still show 88 some odd thousand, but I think something like 1,000 people have organically joined, and after this I would expect it to be several thousand more after this video. You should join me there. Again, make yourself uncensorable. Make yourself unsilenceable. If you create content, you should number one be making exclusive material on other platforms, whether it's videos, fucking blog posts on Substack, it's shit posts. Instead of it being on Twitter, it's on Gab, it's on Gettr or whatever. You should be making exclusive content. Secondly, you should be telling people repeatedly about the fact you're on these platforms. So many large creators have made such a drastic, terrible mistake of getting onto these sites. They've got a Gettr, they've got a Gab, they're on BitChute and Odyssey, they're not just on YouTube, they're on Rumble or Minds. But they tell people once, if at all, and then they never mention it again. And they don't make anything exclusive. Why would someone follow you on another site unless they have a lot of people that they are following there that are making exclusive content like yours truly, or have been banned everywhere else like Dave Cullen? He makes exclusive material on new tech video sites. That's because he can't use YouTube. He makes exclusive content on places like Gab. He got banned on Twitter. With the exception of the perma-banned crowd and people like me, which are a very small minority, there's no exclusive content there being made. That's the biggest bitch that I have with so many creators, including people that I consider very, very friendly. I consider them very good creators. I love their content and watch it routinely. But they never make anything exclusive. They never talk about their presence. They never give anyone a reason to use these sites. So I see people saying, well, we need to do more to combat censorship. Then do something. All you have to do is what you're already doing. Just make some exclusives. You'd be surprised at how wonderfully lucrative it can be, by the way, to become big on these platforms. Some of you have audiences that dwarf mine, and you're not using that leverage. I don't understand it. So get on Gettr. Get on all these sites. Doesn't matter which ones you use how often. But if you're a creator, it's your responsibility at this point. We've got to fight censorship. We've got to do something about the fact that even public officials that are bought and paid for by parts of the American public that are protected supposedly under equal protection aren't allowed to hear their leaders speak without going onto a different US-based site. It's clearly unlawful. Clearly these sites are violating vertical monopoly laws, but Congress has bought out. They're not going to do anything. We've got to do it. To take some initiative. It's just like if you're worried about deforestation, plant a tree. Don't pay someone else to plant it. You don't know that that actually ever happens. That's about all. Peace out.